Good afternoon, my dear student. Today we will discuss that about the remaining portion from the chapter 3, that is the food and health. Now, as you know, in my last class I already completed that about the remaining portion from this chapter of the food and health. Now today and the different type of deficiency diseases and what their reasons and the symptoms also. Now today our topic is that about the food adulteration. Now you know that what is the food adulteration? The food adulteration means when some unwanted substance. What is the unwanted substance? Those are the harmful substance that is very harmful for us. This kind of substance, when it mix with our food, that time it make the pollute or it make the harm or affected our food items. And also what happened? That it increase the quantity of the food, but it decrease the quality of this food. This type of the food items or the process is known as the food adulteration. Now again I repeat it, that what is the food adulteration? That when some unwanted substance that mix with the food item and it increase the quantity of the food, but it decrease the quality level of this food. This process is known as the food adulteration. Now if you just give one example, you have to understand better. Now suppose you have the 1 liter of milk. Okay. Now we just add the 5 liter of water with it. Now what happened? That now the milk amount or the quantity it will increase. Now it became 1.5 liter. Now the decrease of the milk or the decrease of the quality, it should be decreased. So that is called the food adulteration. So I hope you have to understand what is the process of food adulteration. Now here is what are the reason. First of all, what is the adulterant? That those are the item or the substance that we mix with during the food adulteration time. That are the substance or the items are known as the adulterant. Now here is what are the reasons for the food adulteration. What are the reasons for it? Why the peoples are doing the food adulteration? Definitely they have reason. What are the reasons? Let me discuss now. The first is to increase the quantity of the food. Yes, because every people, those are the businessman people, they always want to need the more profit. So definitely they want to increase the quantity of the food also. So due to the quantity, for increase the quantity, they have to use the food adulteration or they did the food adulteration. Now the second is they have to increase the more amount of profit. Suppose if a person or the milk seller, if they sell that 1 liter of milk, how much money he got? If he sell in the same amount of milk in the 1.5 liter, that time he earned the more amount of money or he earned the more profit. So that's why the peoples are doing the food adulteration. And the third reason is that to make the food more attractive for the buyers. That whenever suppose you went to the shop or the market, that time if you see one food item, it's a black and white or the white color, you not get attracted by it. Especially for the child peoples or the kids, they don't attract with this food item. But if the food items are very colorful, like the rainbow type color, the different type many colors are being used, that time generally the peoples is getting affected or being attracted on this food item. So for that reason also sometimes the buyers or the sellers also sometimes they use the different type of colors and the adulterant for it. So these are the main 3 reasons that why the peoples are doing the food adulteration. What are the main 3 reasons? The first one is to increase the quantity of food. Second is to increase the more amount of profit from the getting from the food item. And the third is to make the food more attractive for the buyers. That is why they are also doing the food adulteration. Now we go for the examples. What are the examples for the food adulteration? That the examples are, first one, the milk is also commonly used or the found that the adulterate with the water. Generally sometimes we have to use the milk. Sometimes the milk we have to put the water on it. Afterward that will increase the water level or it's a milk their quantity, it will decrease. Now the next is the honey. You know about the honey. Now honey when it mix with the adulterant, how you adulterate the honey? When you mix with the honey some sugar and also some water on it and it make the adulterant of it. Now the third is those are the spices like the turmeric powder, black pepper, chili powder. This time especially those are the chili powder. Those are the the brick dust or the brick dust that mix with the chili powder and make the food adulterant on it. And also the rice, you know, the rice that sometimes we have to find out why we are eating the rice. That time we get lots of the some things that is the suppose we get from the substance that is those are the stones, small stone that is also mixed with the rice, and also it will the one of the type of adulteration. So these are the different examples for the food adulteration. Okay, so I hope you have to understand about the what is the food adulteration and what are the reason for it and the example also. Again, I repeat once again that what is the food adulteration? Due to the which process that the people when they mix the harmful substance with the food or the unwanted substance of the food, and it increase the quantity of the food and it decrease the quality of it, that is called the food adulteration. And the food adulteration are generally it occur due to this reason, and also those are the substance that is mixed with the during the food adulteration is known as the adulterate. Okay, so I hope I make clear to you, and you also will understand it properly. Now, just once your book, I have to read it once the chapter, and if you have any clarification in doubt from your side, then you can ask me in your live class. So I hope today you have to understand it, and today I appreciate it. Thank you.